So Ding just opting to tidy the frame up there. Well, you can see he had a lot of left-hand side on the cue ball to swing it round. The angles of all. Ronnie, a tap on the table. I'm sure he always appreciates good shots, but he doesn't always let you know that out in the arena.
O'Sullivan's style, and I think he appreciates as well, as someone who would know what it is to live with a huge burden of expert struggling, and O'Sullivan went out of his way to console him, and I think they've probably shared a special bond since then, actually, and they've been in competitive action in a tournament, so they've got quite a history, this pair, and it's based on
and it's quite nice because you can really sense that out in the arena. Both players fully aware of each other's capabilities, but it doesn't hinder the fact that they both really want to win. Well, this time Ronnie didn't manage to avoid the cannon to the black or red. He's trying to get the cue ball. Oh, but he's missed the red. Oh, and you can see there he's absolutely fuming with
one.
Forced error. Not something you want to be doing against any player on the. Oh, but the cannon's gone wrong to Ronnie. Wanted to.
Made a few mistakes which weren't evident in the first couple of frames.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 7.
That visit. What a let-off. And the cue ball had a little more pace on it than he wanted, and of course Ronnie, hand on table from that sort of range, knocks it in with no issues. Ball up a little bit. Didn't have as much angle as he would have liked on that red to get nicely on the blue, but again he struck, taking the chance to get into that pink, and he's hit it sweet. Deemed you're only able to do that if you strike the ball sweetly, and he's not struck that one well. For those watching Ronnie in these scenarios where more spin,
19.
it is because of how he hits the ball. He gets the maximum amount out of the cue ball, accelerates properly, generates as much as he can, which in turn makes the game getting little angles on
25.
Object balls doesn't seem as important.
Top rail.
32.
Angle on this blue, but just watch how much reaction Ronnie gets out of his cue ball. Just powers through the top of the white. A little bit of left-hand side just to try and speed it up.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 37.
Your points there, albeit that the black is still out of commission. And Ding has played a decent safety. He's overcut it though by a margin.
Around the back of the red on the left of the table. Needs to be careful not to leave that for Ronnie. We're going for this red, trying to swing the cue ball round. Oh, dear me, what a strike that is. Fantastic pot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. You could see him just gearing himself up for that one. He struck just when you think you've played a pretty good safety shot. He just finds a way.
And 3
6.
Excellent pots from O'Sullivan to get him on the cusp of moving back in front.
Those 3 pots there, the shots to see out this frame now, take a 3-2 lead.
9.
You saw Ding's reaction early in this frame when he had the chance and missed off the boil after the first 2, and there was an opportunity there for Ding to Sharon. Further red, all beautifully struck, have given him the opportunity to go on.
$29. Ronnie O'Sullivan 29 in the frame.
O'Sullivan 3-2 up. Going for his 5th consecutive Shanghai Masters, but he won't be thrilled with that break off.
Yeah, and I suppose it was in his previous match as well. Zhao Junhui, the young Chinese wild card, gifted a few chances away to Ding, and Ding of course is capable to take them, but
Ding Junhui, 1.
he's missing a few himself. But what is happening is that would have liked.
Certainly a better pot than it looked. It wasn't as straightforward as it might appear.
If the referee had picked the cue ball low on this red to be able to screw it in and bring other reds into play, what a positional shot that. He got the black to work off down this high scoring area of the table. Look at the other.
$13.
Just as important was the fact that he won that very scrappy 4th frame to level things up. Had the early chance in the 5th, couldn't take.
18.
Couple of reds to play on down the left side of the table. He was able to play a little brush cannon to one of the reds to avoid playing any sort of cannons. A lot of swerve here, and it's all about the pace. Well, he's hit the reds. Was in a lot of trouble there, Ronnie, when you're digging down on the ball trying to swerve.
$9.
So far so good in this frame. Just got to keep himself focused now. And that's another nicely played shot. I think that little bit of frustration we saw in the last frame as well from the missed red is partly down to the fact.
I'm sure that's true.
25.
27 previous meetings for Ding.
33.
And now the frame is surely his,
41.
so a good response from Ding to missing that.
$49.
For a place in the semi-final to take on either Judd Trump or Si Jiahui. Ronnie O'Sullivan, everyone wants to see this match.
The last time they played in China in this tournament.
61.
And very crucially, Ding was able to take that scrappy 3rd frame. It was the 4th that was the scrappy one. He did. And he's responded well to losing the 1st after the interval. This has been a
74.
really nice break, but it was the break of 85, doubled his lead in no time with a further run. In a couple of notches, he's got a great chance to score just his 6th victory over the defending champion.
One thing that was evident as the game went on, as the game got to the nitty-gritty when it mattered most, they both produced good snooker. 78, 85, 79 and 60. And of course we've already mentioned Ding's contribution in the deciding frame against Ali Carter was quite magical. Took the frame out from that visit. So that's something to cling on to. We've perhaps not had the fireworks we may have anticipated, and with players of this calibre it could quite easily just turn on at the death of this match. Possibly re-promote the black. He has done, but he's pushed a red over the corner pocket. He needs that cue ball to run in behind a baulk colour, and well, what a flip.
Yes, he was in a world of dis.
1.
Get that back on its spot, and this is a wonderful chance now for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Here with the cue ball, possibly just push another red, covering one another, just slowly.
21.
Been in this position no end of times. Almost
29.
becomes muscle. Player just can't comprehend. Just working out your patterns is key. Trying to make it Ronnie one of the best, if not the best. There. Pretty much the key to break building.
45.
Leaving you, and the frame is won. Here we're seeing just why.
51.
And yet, these could have been Ding Junhui's. Those are the fine, convincing snooker since he led 2-0.
58. 66.
So this black for 4-3. When he was in all kinds of trouble trying to leave things safe. It was almost impossible
74.
with red.
'82.
Hasn't yet made a century in this tournament. This could be the moment for O'Sullivan.
'89.
Look to play on this red and possibly leave himself an angle on the pink to then try and promote the red from the side cushion, coming across the face of it. Able to do that now. Pink for the ton then.
97.
But going to be the double, but regardless, what a...
104.
Can't threaten the high break, currently held by pounds available for the highest break this week,
113.
but in this match and go within 2.
116.
It's just what he does, isn't it? He just switches it on when he needs. Expected,
120.
but that could soon change.
$125. $131.
In frame 8. Of course, one of the most memorable meetings between this pair came in the Welsh Open title match when O'Sullivan made.
Oh, but what a pot that is from Ding, and it was exactly what the doctor ordered. He's got to respond.
And of course, coming to the table fresh from that 1-3-1. He's often...
4.
He's always so critical over his performance, even when the average person... Yeah, he can just produce
10.
the mad...
And how about that for a recovery? He's well and truly got his eye in that level. I mean, it bears repeating that he was a little
16.
bit lucky, wasn't he, initially, in getting...
And sports people are so good at taking advantage of it. But that's the key. It's can they take advantage of it? It's okay and all well. And Ronnie couldn't have done much more in that last frame, but popped the last black. It was a fantastic... Early on in this frame, Ding was unlucky with his split really to get the reds moving. Made it even more difficult by the... No cannons required
44.
for the...
52. $56.
Well, he's found it as this match heads into its...
63.
That was frame ball.
Cannon, sorry Phil, into the red and pink here, just open them up. Ooh, it's gone wrong for a...
Long as I level 7.
Barring a number of...
1. Ding Junhui 1.
And Ding... Point of no return for Ding Junhui. 3-5 down, with 3 still to come, potentially.
A little stalemate here. Neither player able to... Ronnie taking the chance. Yeah, it's going to take something special, isn't it, from Ding from here on out if he's going to see out this match and make a miraculous comeback. But you know, on the whole, he's looked pretty good. He's stayed positive, which personally I like to see.
1-2-3 to make it 3-2.
Great line on the cue ball from Ronnie. Could only see that red. He was having to do a lot with the cue ball as well. First couple of shots important here. Oh, he's played that well, just dragged it in.
He hasn't...
9.
Dean of them, of course, which is a record. Seconds against Mick Price.
17.
It's all very controlled. Obviously, the cue ball was immaculate.
5 minutes, never mind, make a maximum and out there, and it's win this frame and with it the match.
A little resigned, even though it's still early in the frame.
Really that bothered about making 147s, but I get the impression he likes China that much. Somewhere
victory on the big occasion with a maximum
41.
against Ding. I think the roof would be raised.
49.
Stay on the black. Ding again, as we expected, with the utmost
55.
respect. And he looks good to do so.
But in the last 3 frames, it's been a different story, but that red stays out.
One.
Again, wasn't forced to play the cannon, Ronnie chose to do it. And it did go wrong because
7.
even though there's 2 reds, just slightly the availability to Ding to then just drop on the black to then rest in
14.
behind the next red.
Twenty.
So these next 4 shots really in behind that red. Yeah, nicely done. So now this is the shot. If you can...
33.
And what a way it would be to do so if he could clear up when it looked for all the world as though O'Sullivan was applying.
In solely on picking the correct line. And he has done. Great shot.
41.
Keep your hopes alive in this Shanghai Masters, Ding.
49.
Goodness me, goodness me.
52.
And because he's potted it back. Oh, he's overcut it. What a shame.
Yeah, the green went in thin, didn't it? Which meant
4.
ultimately Ding lost the cue ball. So just this blue.
And then it goes high. It's been an incredible record that he's built over the years, and he's on course for a 6th title here, which will be his 5th in a row. He's seen off Ding Junhui, who had the chance to extend the match there, but